You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Walk the talk. I'm going to tell you what. If you say you're going to do something, you need to do it. If you say you believe in something, you need to show it. You need to have integrity. This is for men, women, boy, girl, Martian, transgender, whatever the heck you are. If you believe in something, you need to do it, right? If you feel like this could be in business. If you feel like you got a business idea, you have to walk it. If you have a certain spiritual beliefs, especially with spiritual beliefs, like let me stop. Let me dwell on that one for a second. How many times have we met people who say they were a good Christian or a good Muslim or a good whatever, and yet they show all types of hell. They don't walk what they're talking. They don't show. If you really look at every single spiritual system, religious system, be it a conservative type of Christianity to some new age belief that started last week, right? The thing is, it's all about evolution. It's all about behavior. How are you behaving? If you're a Christian, how is your behavior reflecting in what you're saying? Because some of the meanest people, I'm just not picking on Christianity. I'm just using that as an example because, you know, how pervasive it is in Western culture. Persuasive too, really. Yeah, that's another podcast, right? How many people they saying, well, you know, they saying, yeah, I'm Christian, I go to church and everything, but they don't follow the main golden rule: treat others as you would have them treat you. In fact, they're mean, they're evil-hearted and everything. They're not walking their talk, right? Or you get men who say, like, I'm honorable, you know, getting beyond the religion. They say, I'm honorable, I mean what I say and everything. But then they do underhanded stuff. I'm going to tell you what. Your walk should reflect your beliefs. Your walk. And your walk ain't just a little walking, even though that could play a part. But your walk is just your behavior. What do people see? You know, are you a clean glass of water or are you a dirty glass of water? Right? Can people look at you and say whatever? I remember one time I was in a department store, right? And this just struck out to me, right? I remember I got in a line and there was some stuff on the floor in front of me, right? And I just stood there. I just stood behind it because I figured it was somebody. I never forget, this woman came up. And I mean, she was like, that's my stuff right there, don't go. And I was just real calm, right? I was real calm. I said, ma'am, I saw that was someone's stuff. That's why I'm standing behind it. And she smiled and started asking me what church I went to and everything. You know, that's because my behavior reflected my beliefs. And, you know, my beliefs are always trying to act, you know, give the best version of myself. It would not have been the best version to get in a shouting match over this woman over something that didn't need to be getting in a shouting match over. Right? And that's everything. If you say you're going to do something, like I know a lot of people like business. Y'all know I'm about business, motivation. A lot of people say they're going to do this for a business. They say they're going to get into this. They say they're going to do it, but they don't walk towards it. None of their behavior reflects that. You know, people say they want to be an entrepreneur, but they sit watching the TV all the time. Or they don't study the field they want to get into. People say all of this, but they don't do it. They say they want to lose weight, but they don't get out and exercise. Right? They say they want to start treating people better, but they treat them the same. They got to walk the talk, you know. If someone's a teacher of anything, they need to walk it, right? If you have a martial artist master who is teaching confidence and being polite and everything, yet they are unconfident, they're not polite to people, what's the point of it? You have to. Basically, when people are looking at you, they're not just listening to the words that's coming out of your mouth. They watching your actions too. Do your actions reflect who you are as a person? Do they reflect that you're the good person that you tell people that you are? Or do your actions say something else? A lot of times people talk good game out here. People talk some good game and they say, I'm this and I'm that, you know. You know, I remember this one time, right? I remember this one time I was at an expo with my co-parent, right? I was at an expo with this co-parent and with my co-parent, and she this dude next to us kept looking at her, right? And that's normal. She was very beautiful, right? But then I walked away. And then all of a sudden, he's standing in front of the table talking to her. Right? And, you know, I walked up. I was kind of annoyed because he should have, that's another situation. He should have did that differently, right? If he was even interested, he should have found out what was up and then had some respect. But then it was funny, right? He trying, and, you know, as I'm approaching him and I wasn't looking happy, dude was like, oh, you know, I'm respectful. You know, my mama raised me. I was like, but he's saying that, but his actions to like try to be friendly once I walk away didn't reflect a respectful person, right? That's not how you do it, right? You know, whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever you represent that comes out of your mouth, the rest of your body needs to follow. Understand that. Understand that. Your words and your actions must be congruent. And they need to be congruent to the point that your actions will reflect your philosophy. People need to look at you and say, you know, that's a good person. Look how what he's doing, what he does. And it should reflect them to the point you shouldn't have to tell them anything about yourself. They can see that you're a good person. They can see what you're doing. You know, at my local grocery store, I have a woman. She's a good friend. She, you know, a lot of times when I go to the place with my sons, I'll get in her line, you know, just to talk with her, even if I have a few things and the person in front of me got like a whole cart full of things, just to talk to her for a few minutes because she likes to talk to my sons too. She's like an auntie to them, right? But one thing she told me, and she could see like she was praising me just like how I was with my sons, a good father and everything. Now, I never tell anybody I'm a good father. I never tell them. I never say that. But I've had people say that just based on my actions. Several people said that, and how I look and behave around my sons and the care and the love that I show them, because I walk what I talk. Because, of course, I believe in all this stuff, right? You know, even though I don't generally say, you know, come out and say this to people, I still believe it, right? I just take it as normal. So that's very important. That's very important. Going through life, if the words come out your mouth for anything, you need to back it up. And if for whatever reason you can't, you need to have at least enough integrity to say, you know what, I thought I could do this, I can't. Or this is what I believed at one time, I believe something different. And that actually reflects integrity, you know. If you can self-correct and be honest about it, that's, you know, for the men, that's what it means to be a man. And for the ladies, that's show that you're grown, right? You got to walk the talk, y'all. Walk the talk. So, as always, I want everyone to keep rising and transforming. Peace and blessings.